Yo, how is it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Crucible Brothers. My name is Lionhearts, and today we have another hot, fresh off the presses take for the upcoming Season 17 PvP meta, and to the surprise of nobody, it's that last word might become one of the most unstoppable weapons in the game. Now, I'm no stranger to beating the drum about last word. I've done so about 75,000 times at this point. And if at this point you're not farming as many last words and lucky pant god rolls as your vault can hold, then you need to take a second, leave a like, leave a comment on this video, subscribe for more content coming your way, and watch the entirety of this video so that you know what to look out for when you're walking around the Crucible. Because you better watch out, because you're going to get your dumb legs torn off by a last word if you don't know how to combat it. So first off, let's talk a little bit about what's changing next season to enable the last word takeover. Hey, Gumi, can you give me the short list of things that are getting changed that indirectly buff last word?
Oh, you mean shotgun's getting nerfed again? Slug shotgun's getting nerfed? Shayura's a multi-mock, both losing some effective range, nobody caring about sidearms. Both fusions and Lord of Wolves getting nerfed? Or do you mean last word also getting better in her accuracy? You know, base plus a massive lucky pants buff and flinch resistance changes?
Yeah, something like that. And when you put it on top of the fact that last word's getting a recoil reduction on mouse and keyboard, it's starting to look real scary. And let's take a moment to talk about that. Time and again, people look at the last word and they assume controller weapon. And while it's definitely an incredible controller weapon, do I need to say it again? Do I need to yell at you? Do I have to yell at you every video? Because, you know, sometimes it weighs on me. I don't want to have to yell at you guys because I want to respect your intelligence. But then I go on Twitter and realize that the intelligence of the Destiny community is largely non-existent. So I guess I gotta yell at you guys again. Give me 1 second. If you think last word is bad on mouse and keyboard, it's because you are too bad to use it. I mean, come on guys. If you're gonna write off a weapon with the fastest base time to kill in the game, because it takes more than one brain cell for you to use it, that is on you. And if you get mad at last word every time you die to it and complain it's just a controller weapon, keep that in mind that the only thing keeping you from being just as good with it is you. Nothing else. You want proof? Here, I'll show you again. Alright, cool. So here we are, last word on mouse and keyboard. Mouse and keyboard control, so you can see it. It's right there. Last word. This is not fake. No deep fakes going on. So, you know, maybe stand still. Oh, you got a body shot there. Crit there. No big deal. Last word hitboxes totally are only on controller. Oh, what was that? Free crit? Free crit? Wow, amazing. Aim out to the side a little bit. Free crit. Wow. Free crit. Wow. Free crit. Wow. Totally a controller weapon. I mean, really, only controllers can do something like this, right? Yeah, weird. You guys get it yet? Have I beat the drum hard enough? In the future, I'm not even going to make reference to it anymore. I'm just going to put this infographic on screen. If you don't know how to use last word on mouse and keyboard, follow this guide. If they're close, you aim high. If they're far away, you aim low, and then the last word does all the work for you. And guess what? You don't have to hit 3 crits for last word to be dumb. 2 crits, 2 body, faster than 140 hand cannons. You're still shredding everybody. I mean, I feel like I'm going out of my mind here because it just looks like last word's gonna have no competition. And this has always kind of been the issue with balancing last word. And that's as the strength of shotguns varies, so too does the strength of last word. And this has kind of always been the case going back to Destiny 1. When the close range options become weaker, look out, who's that around the corner? Who's that off the top rope? Who is it? No, it's the last word. And it's just, what do we do? Because nerfing last word is very difficult. I've discussed this before. It's a very hard weapon to nerf because if you make it a 4 crit weapon and like a 5 body shot, it suddenly becomes unviable. If you reduce its range, suddenly it's just too hard to compete with SMGs. It's a very hard weapon to handle, but at the same time, it's also too easy to use, it's too forgiving, and its average time to kill is problematic, and its optimal time to kill is nearly unfair. So when you look at the totality of things to come, Unless we're kind of wrong about these SMG updates and stuff like Shaxx and Multimach stays relatively as strong as it does right now, there is a power vacuum that Last Word is going to step into and pretty much completely occupy. If you run Multimach and a Sniper right now, it's time to start practicing Last Word, because come this next season, it's very likely its replacement. And the real troubling thing, and this is different to Crimson, which we talked about in a previous video about how Crimson is going to be very popular in the meta as well. Crimson is not a weapon that is so strong, it forces a mirror match. The last time Last Word was overpowered, back when you could 4 body shot someone and aim down sights, and Last Word had much more range than it does now. The problem with Last Word was it was so good that the only way to compete against it was to use another Last Word. And I'm really worried about that kind of being the case coming up in this next season, because really, what do you use against a good Last Word user now other than backing up or maybe a fusion rifle? Fusion rifles are going to be worse as far as we can tell, so maybe that option is no longer as splashable. And backing up only works to a certain extent, especially against smart or aggressive players. That's why I'm trying to get across this idea that even if you're a mouse and keyboard player, even if you don't snipe much, you need to take some time and learn how to use Last Word, because it's very high odds that against a good Last Word player, you don't have another option than to try and mirror match. And I'm really worried about that possibility. That's about all I have to say. Kind of a shorter video today, but there's really only so much to cover here. Maybe I'm overreacting and Last Word will stay about its relative amount of bullshit that it is right now, but I seriously doubt that. If you disagree with me, leave it in the comments down below. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Also, what do you think other meta weapons are going to be come next season? We're going to be doing more of these meta commentaries as we get closer and closer to the new season, some speculation, some strategy guides that maybe you guys want to keep in mind. If you guys like that kind of content, take a second, like this video, leave a comment like we said, subscribe to the channel for more. We are rapidly speeding our way towards 10,000 subscribers. We want to get there now, right now, so make sure you hit that button. It helps out a lot. If nothing else, your views are enough for the both of us. My name is Lionhearts, the other guy is named Gumi. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next one.